Hi, I'm Robby Krieger from The Doors. I'm in the hot house, so come on by and let's talk. At first, Jim was the songwriter, and I had written maybe one song or two songs in my life, before that, and but the thing was we didn't really have enough material. We had maybe 8 songs or 10 songs or something like that. This is before we really had gotten started. And so Jim mentioned, well, why don't you guys write something? Why am I the only one writing here? So I said, okay, I'll try it. What the hell? So I went home and Light My Fire was the first one, and it's been all downhill ever since. When Jim was gone, the whole balance of the group was gone. We tried to go on. We did a couple of albums, and they weren't bad, actually. There was some good stuff on them. And we went out and toured and stuff. But it turned out that we couldn't get along anymore. The three of us who used to be good friends when Jim was around, probably we had to be in order to keep Jim energy in balance or something like that, because when he was gone, the three of us started going opposite ways and we couldn't get along anymore. And that's we had a contract to do I forget how many albums, but we stopped after 2. And just lately we started getting back together a little bit, hanging out. But now Ray came out with his book, unfortunately, and he kind of slammed John in the book, and now the two of them aren't speaking anymore. On the first album, critics loved the Doors, because they love to write about, somebody who says something other than ooh-wee, ooh-wah, I gotta pee, ma, So, but then, after a couple of albums, they thought, oh, these guys are too smart for their own good, and they're too, what was the word they always used? Pretentious, And, Jim was not pretentious. If anything, he was not pretentious. He was speaking from the heart, more than anybody I ever knew. So they basically got it wrong, is what happened. The Miami was probably one of the peaks when the stage started collapsing. The movie was very good in one respect. He really tried to recreate the stage shows very closely, and I was around for most of the shooting of those, and I would tell him exactly how it looked and where everybody was standing and like that. And he got that Miami show very close, where the stage collapsed and then Jim gets thrown in the audience, and then it's like a wild snake dance out in the audience. And we didn't know if Jim was going to live through that one. I mean, that was scary. I mean, when that thing collapsed, John and I ran up the stairs as fast as we could, and I don't know what happened to Ray, but there was like huge amplifiers falling everywhere and stuff. I mean, obviously the first one, everybody loves the first album, and I particularly like the last album, L.A. Woman, and I like Strange Days a lot, and then and sometimes I like Soft Parade, and then they all have something good, not to say one's the best, or I mean, the one reason you could say the first one is the best is because we had played those songs for like 2 years every night, before we recorded them. So all we had to do to record is turn on the tape machine, basically. And that's, to me, is the best way to make an album.